Good morning, everyone. Start this off here. Focus on basics today. Real thin grip. Very gentle thumb pressure, if any. Making sure they're square to the table. Hit the landing zone. 325. Good morning, Mad Header. Using a Hardway set to see if we can pattern the dice straight away. Or for heart 8. Want a lazy dog? Three, 5, 8, a little bit long on the landing zone. Good morning, Kevin. Did that look a little bit? Another heart 8 square pair. Hard 4 to 2. Eyes closed on the toss. Yeah, I'll be throwing them off the table. Oh, we'll give it a couple tries here. As a shits and giggles, ready? This is eyes closed. Wow. Another score pair. You were hilarious. 3 heart 8s. Good morning, John. Huggy Bear, good morning. Good morning, Scott. Try one more time. No, 3, 6, 9. Okay, no more eyes closed. 5, 4, 5, 4. Good morning, Joe. Still not Friday. Saw Ed do it. I just did it twice, 2 rolls. One, 5, 6.
3 heart 6. Five, 6. Four, 2, 6. Four, 5, 9. Okay, let's make this the last roll for the warm up here. Five, 7. Let's start the show. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 617 of the Level Up program, and this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we've got Matt Hatter checking in number 1, followed up by Lazy Dog. We have Kevin Scott checking in. Wattage Live Craps, that'd be Scott, Huggy Bear, John, 208 Craps Joel, and that looks like about it for now. But hey, if you're new to the program, click on Crapsee. That's the app that we use to play along. Remember, this is for education and entertainment purposes here. And here's Joey. Thanks a lot, Lazy Dog. But anyhow, yesterday we took a little bit of a hit on the bankroll. It seemed like the rolls were not very good, but I switched sides to the dark side, and every time I switched over, I just stumped myself. So whatever strategy I used yesterday did not work for me. It was like going opposite of whatever I was doing. So if you bet opposite of me yesterday, then you probably did well. If you did not, then you sunk just like I did. Good morning, Uncle Hoku. So let's get started here, and we're going to start off with a $15 pass line bet, and we're gonna regress down one level on our betting here. We're gonna go from level 10 down to level 9. So let's go all bet set and dice out. We're using a Hardway set 5454. And we're just going to break it down to the basics today. Nice thin grip, making sure the fingers are centered. Very little pressure with that thumb. Dice are square. We're going to hit that landing zone. At least try to. 3, 4, 7 to start with. That's a double pitch of the dice. Pass line winner. Come on, natural. Loser for the DB. So let's get entered in here. And we had a pretty decent warm-up, only 1-7 during the warm-up here. Reset my ATS. I don't think anything needs to be reset there, Lazy Dog. I think it's all ready to go. 5454. Oh, you mean put? Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Get your ATS bets in if you guys want. We're going to stick with that $15 pass line bet. 24 people playing along here. And 18 people watching dice out. And we have an ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. Still looking for a point here. Pass line loser this time. Winner on the DP. So we should be break even on that, no matter how you're playing, if you're playing a pass line. Hit a craps check. That'll help pay out on that. Field bets payout. Horns payout. All those fun go lucky things. Okay, $15 on that pass line again. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. Good morning, Chris. Demon Dog checking in. Dice. 6, 4, 10. So it's marked up on a 10. It's going to be a left eye up axis, single pitch on the right side. Now we're going to go 220 on the inside and $25 by 4. We'll put 15 in odds. Remember to play the short roll, hope for the long roll. 5-4, 5-4. And dice out. We got aces, magic aces. 1, 1, 2. It's a drift of the dice. Had a good warm up. Now we're kind of all over the place with our results. Most of the warm up throws are inside numbers though, so I know we can do it. Aces with no help for me. So let's call it all bet set and dice out. $6-5 mid-mo yo. Again, no help for me. $5-4, $5-4. And all bets set. Face out. We have 4-4 hard 8 square pair. And we threw a lot of those during the warm up today. Primary front side both dice. That'll be hit number 1 for this shooter. Let's go 66 inside. Five, 4, 5, 4. And all bets set. Face out. Dice take cross on us. We got 2, 4, 6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. He'll be hit number 2. And that should be enough to come out of the shooter. So let's take our bets down. Let's go 96 across bet level. 161 brought back to the table. 96 on 161 brought back to the rack. 96 on the table. 4, 5, 4. And all that set. Face off. Two, 6, 8. There's sell 8. Right side off access. Double pitch on the left side. Let's go to $30, increase to 2 units. So Lazy Dog's asking why I like resting the other arm on the rail. I'm actually not resting it on the rail. I'm actually using my elbow to pull in. So I'm pulling myself in tight when I do that. So you'll see me pulling in. And what happens is my stance is square. I don't turn my hips towards the back wall. I actually square off my hips. And that way I'm in the same stance at all times. So hopefully that answers your question. So I'm not resting my elbow on, I'm resting on the inside of the rail, and I do that in the casino as well. That was way long on that 2, 6, 8. We got lucky. There's sell 8. So yeah, I'm actually pulling my fat stomach into the side of the rail. And that way I also know my stomach or chest or whatever that's resting up against the table. I know that's in the same spot every single time. Like on my table, it's right about my rib cage area, or the sternum, as I fully process. On a regular craps table, since it's a little bit lower sides, I'll have the bottom of my ribs right by the edge of the table. So go to 42 on that 8. And I'll set that up at 5454 again. And all bets set. Face out. 325, Justice Gen 5. And it's partially why I changed that camera view so you guys can see my setup and how I'm doing that. So it's a 5. Let's make the 5 look like 25. 5454. And all that set. This out. That left one split off. We got a 156 KitchenAid mixer. So they landed pretty tight in order for that to happen. You need that 4 for the small. And I'll make that 6 look like $30. And all that set. This out. Okay. $314, medium-sized Joe, Collapse Master Journey. And that's going to be the small, ladies and gentlemen. So let's light up half that screen green. And we'll make that 4 look like 25, make it a buy bet. And all bets set. Face out. This one a little bit higher than the right one. I'm sorry. Yeah, a little bit higher than the right one. We got a 5-4, R9. Big Daddy Mac. So all we need is midnight to make them all. Make that 9 look like $25 also. And all that set. Face off. One, 3, 4, Big Joe, medium-sized Joe, Crapsee Master Journey. Make that 4 look like $50. I'm gonna try something different here. 2626 for the dice set. 2626. See if we can pick up the midnight. If not, I'll go 1 or 2 tries there. And all that set. Dice out. 2626. Okay. 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. I do not like the way that was released, but I will take it. 2626 was the dice set. 5-1. 6 was the result. Make that 6 look like 42. We'll try that again. 2626. And all that set. Face out. Five hard 10, obey bushel. And it's gonna be a winner 10, so the puck will turn off. We're gonna stick with that $15 pass line bet. All of our box numbers are turned off. The 6262. I'm sorry, 2626. And all bets set. Dice out. We got 314, Big Joe, medium-sized Joe. Marking the point of 4. Let's go 35 nods. Take that down. We'll go off 25 buy bet. 2626. And all that set. Dice out. 369 Triple D. Dice Dr. Dan. I thought that was midnight, but it was not. 626 369. The reason I went to the 2626 is because I hit how many hard 8s, which is a primary front side both dice. Hoping I can repeat that again. So far, no luck. And let's go $35 on that 9. And all that set. Good morning, Jeff. Four hard 8. So I'm not getting that 6. So hard 8. That was a drift of the dice. Which would have been or drift right down, been midnight. Okay, let's go back to 5454 and see if we reproduce that throw. Anyhow, that was an 8, so let's go to 60 on that 8. Increase to 3 units. So that, if I would have been using my Hardway set, that would have been midnight. That would have been the all, but we did not have a Hardway set. It's out. Five, 3, 8. Great vape. Single pitch. What a $90 on that 8. 5454. And all that set. Face out. Chicago will roll. Well, we got a 1, 4, 5. Trucking camper. Not happy with how that came off the back wall. Morning, Biff. We'll go to 35 on that 5. Five, 4, 5, 4. And all that set. Face out. 538 Grape Ape. A single pitch of the dice. We're gonna go to 120 on that 8. Have a good day there, lazy dog. 5, 4, 5, 4. And all that set. Face out. Five, four, hard nine. Big Daddy Mac. That last one was a repeater win, by the way. Single pitch of the dice. So that 8 was a repeater win. And we will go to $60 on that 9. 5, 4, 5, 4. And all bets set. Okay, so here. Yo Chef 5, 6. No help for me. All that set. Place out. Two on three. Sister of the last. No help for me. Five, 4, 5, 4. And all that set. This out. One, 4, 5. Truck and camper. My hat is ready for pickup. That's good to know. What is 60 on that 5? Five, 4, 5, 4. And all that set. This out. They did cross on me. We have a 3, 5, 8. Great babe. It's a nice hit for me because I have 120 on that. 5, 4, 5, 4. 3, 5, 8. Let's go to 180. 5, 4, 5, 4. All that set. And they helped.
Okay.
Buy 5 hard 10. Parlay of the day with SJ. Yellow Bay Bushel. Primary topside both dice. And we're going to go to $50 on that 10. Kind of 4, 5, 4. And all that set. Face up. Bernie John GT. And 527. It is an ouch. Double pitch of the dice. So let's have another shooter like this. See if we can get all the day with only 2 shooters. That would be nice. So it's a 29 roller, 14.5 SRR. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Joel. That makes up for yesterday, Joel. So 20 pain hits. 20 box numbers. There you go. Box hits. Thank you. So I made $545 on that. I was not betting the ATS. That would have increased the profits as well on that, but okay. Let's go. Thank you, Medheader. That was a wreck yesterday. Yes, it was. Let's go $15 pass line bet again. And all bet set. 34 people playing along. 19 people watching. 12 thumbs up. Eyes out. Five, 6, yo chef, pass line winner, DP loser. Take that 15, put it on the field. 5, 4, 5, 4. And all that set is out. Okay, 628. The left one bumps off the back wall a little weird. Marking a point of 8. You're still 8. $220 inside. $25 by 10, $25 by 4, 45 in odds. All bets set. Dice out.
Very grip. I'm not comfortable with the grip.
A little short on the winning zone, 538. And that's gonna be a winner 8. Buckeye buckshot, point made, point hit. Puck turns off.
Stick with that $15 pass line bet.
All bets set. Dice out box numbers are turned off. Six to 8. We're back on that 8. So about 45 mods again. Now we're going to go 66 inside pressure. Yeah, an extra 3 hits there. Bring it up to $60 on the odds. All bets set. Dice out. Good. Five, 3, 8. Another hit. Another Buckeye buckshot. Point made, point hit. I'm sure Joel's loving that right now. But that'll be enough to get out of the shooter. It's $156 made. We're going to go with the
There are other numbers, yeah. 5454.
8 is definitely a strong number today. 1/3 of the numbers have been an 8. $15 pass line bet. All the box numbers are turned off. All bets set. Dice out. Dice crossed me. There we go. We got 2, 3, 5. Justice Gen 5. Single pitch of the dice. Bring our bets down, and we'll go 96 across. Okay. And all that set. Dice out. 5 heart 10, Old Bay bushel. And we'll go to 25 on that 10. You were definitely getting focused, Joe, today, Scott. And all that set. This helps. Terrible throw. I could have used that a couple rolls ago. Midnight. Mom see craps, all the dots, all the spots. Midnight. Could use that on the last shooter. But that leaves us to 9 here. That's no help for me. All but set. Dice out. Two, 6, 8. There's so 8. 5, 4, 2, 6, 8. We're going to do a full press on that, make it look like 36. B. All bets set. Dice up. Five, 3, 8. Grape ape. Press that 8 up again to 60. And then I'll start my normal trend betting then. All bet set. Dice out. Okay. One, 5, 6. KitchenAid mixer. That one scared me a little bit because I wasn't sure if that was a 1 or a different number. That 8 was a repeater win on the last one. Second time we've had a repeater on the 8. Morning, Glenn. We'll go to $30 on that 6. All that set. Dice up. 516 KitchenAid mixer. Mic. 42 on this 6.
5-4, 5-4.
All that set. Dice out. There we go. 549 R9. Big Daddy Mac, and that'll be the tall, ladies and gentlemen. So let's light up half that screen green. No help for me other than my bet because I'm not on at ATS.
5-4, 5-4.
And all bets set. Dice out. A little bit long on that 2 on 3. Ace deuce.
Five, 4, 5-4.
All bets set. Dice out. Six, 2, 8. We go to 90 on that 8. And all that's set. This helps. Three, 4, 7. So that'll be the end of the rolls for the day here. That is a 7-0. Double pitch of the dice. Thank you, Scott. So let's go back. Let's look at our statistics for the day here. Wow, look at the eights. Unreal. Off the charts. But anyhow, we had two shooters today, 29 and a 16. 206 quality points on the first shooter, 164 quality points on the second shooter, 22.5 SOR today, 15.5 SRR, only one come out 7 today. Box numbers, inside numbers are both way more than expected. 4s and 10s are a little bit low today. Come out 7s are low, horns were expected, fields are slightly low expected, and hardways were expected as well. Looking at our dice roll results through the end of yesterday, 5,833 throws gives us a 9.36 SOR, SRR of a 6.64, and a BSR of a 6.31. And obviously today we'll bring those numbers up, and then hopefully we can get another 1 or 2 days in here so we can start getting closer to what my shooting goals are. And that, well, we got Brian saying great shooting today, so that's thank you. John GT's back in the green, that's awesome. Scott says good shooting today, and Matt Hatter says everybody likes the Big Daddy, Big Daddy Mac. Yeah, after Joel's long rolls, he's going to get a hold of Joel. So, okay. Anyhow, thanks for joining our event today. Hopefully, I will have the same results tomorrow. But every day is different. Again, make sure you play that short roll, hope for the long rolls like we have today, and everything should be good. But we'll see you back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.